Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Today is November 28th, 2015. I would like to discuss certain things with you today. First, I'll be talking to you regarding the developments that are being taking place in various states. So that I have prepared in the form of questions, and those questions I am showing it to you after some time. Apart from this, I also have certain informations like after a person has been served as Public Service Commission chairman, can he be appointed in any other government positions? Constitution says very clearly no. But still, this has happened in a state called Andhra Pradesh. When the government has recommended for appointing the retired Public Service Commission chairman as the election commissioner at the state level, the governor has returned the file. Governor has raised the objections. So this is what exactly happened during that time. Number two, I'll show you the points now. And apart from this, if a person is there in the coma, should that public representative has to resign or not? He cannot resign because he is there in the coma. But what should be done? The constitution has given certain mechanisms where a person can be disqualified. If he is a member of the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, he can be disqualified by the President of India. If he is a member of the State Legislative Assembly, he can be disqualified by the Governor. If he is a member of Legislative Council, again he can be disqualified by the Governor, and the Constitution has permitted. So this incident has happened in Uttar Pradesh. Samajwadi Party MLA, he was there in coma for a quite long period of time, and coming out of that coma is almost difficult. So during that time, governor has been requested to terminate the membership of this person because the constitution has permitted, if a person is of unsound mind, that person can be disqualified by the governor of his state. And the constitution also makes it very, very clear that person will be disqualified by the governor on the recommendation of the election commission. That's the reason why the governor has sent the same information to the election commission, and governor is waiting for the nod from the election commission, and the final decision will be taken by the governor. Like this, I have various points, but before that one, let me open the document and let me show you the document now. Please have a look at this. Please have a look at this. Which of the following states received 30% growth of FDI? FDI stands for Foreign Direct Investment. In 2013 and 2013, 14 and 2014 and 15, and is the highest in the country. Foreign direct investment is very, very important for the economic development. And we have seen various chief ministers in this country, they are trying to attract the FDI. So this concept is there in India for a quite long period of time. Now the question is that which of the following states received 30% growth of FDI? So during these financial years, right? And that is the highest in the country. Is Maharashtra, B Tamil Nadu, C Karnataka, D is Gujarat. Answer is Gujarat. Kindly remember this one, very important. For a period of time, Gujarat has slipped the first position. And again, Gujarat is doing really well, and it has reached to the first position with the 30%, and it is the highest in the country. Look at this. I have some more information. Just a moment. Now, let's look at this. Government. Gujarat increased government expenditure by 40% on education. Look at this. These are the very, very important points. You can have a look at this, especially for the civil service examinations. Very, very important. Gujarat has increased the government expenditure by 40% on education between 2012-13 and 2013 and 14. It's really very, very important thing. Another point what I have is this. In Sikkim in the year of 2013 and 14, the below poverty line population has been recorded at 7.70%, whereas the national average is 22%. CF meaning Sikkim is one of the smaller states in India, but still doing very, very well with respect to the reduction of this, the reduction of the BPL. It's a very good thing. And Madhya Pradesh also achieved certain things. So what is that? Let's see here. Madhya Pradesh has increased its irrigated area by 45% in the last 5 years. This is the most claimed by any state. Clear? If you look at the monsoons, so monsoons are playing very, very irregular games, in fact. And the country we have seen this year also, we suffered because of the low monsoons. But even then, Madhya Pradesh is doing really well, and hats off to the chief minister. He's really playing a crucial role, and it has increased its irrigated area by 45%. This is the most claimed by any state, and as per the statements, as per the statements of the chief minister, Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan, you must be knowing this person's name. Farmers are getting loan at 10% interest. I'm sorry, at minus 10% interest. So, what is the meaning of this? This meaning is very, very important if you can understand. Right. The meaning is important. Minus 10% interest rate they are getting it. What do you mean by? Simple point. If they are taking a loan of 100 rupees, they need to pay back 90 rupees. Otherwise, what happens whenever we speak in terms of the loan, if you take 100 rupees, you need to pay 102 rupees, 103 rupees, or 105 rupees like that. But in Madhya Pradesh, so this is being preached. So meaning the people and the farmers are being encouraged to take the loans, and at the time of collection, the government is playing a very, very crucial role, and minus 10% benefit will be there for the farmers. So they are getting such benefits. So obviously farmers will come forward, government is giving the loans, everybody will be happy. Clear? And the credit goes to the government of the state. Now, so once again, let me open the document and have a look at this. If one borrows rupees 100, he has to repay rupees 90 only. Clear? Minus 10% interest. Look at this. In which of the following states 100% individual toilets constructed in 3088 Grama Panchayats? It's a very, 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 very important one. Okay, look at this. In which of the following states 100% individual toilets constructed in 3088 Gram Panchayats? See here, when we talk about the forms of the development, sometimes we always say that individual toilets are absent. So there was a mechanism to go for the community toilets. Otherwise, the people will go for the open defecation. We are not blaming the people. These are all the mistakes that are performed by the governments. And we are talking in terms of the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. And there was a commitment on the part of the government to go for the 100% of the construction of the toilets, meaning individual toilets should be there. So every household must have the toilets. So that is the reason why, if you look at the Chief Minister of Gujarat, they made it very, very clear. If The people do not have the individual toilets. If the people do not have the individual toilets, they will not be permitted to use. So that is one side. But apart from this, so this is the motivation that is made by the government of the state, and people also cooperated, which is a very very important thing. People cooperated because the people realized the importance of having the individual toilets. And look at this Gujarat, 3088 grama panchayats were there, and every gram panchayat today has got individual toilets. That's the most beautiful thing that has been achieved by Gujarat. Clear? Now let me open the document once again. Have a look at this. 100% individual toilets constructed in 3088 gram panchayats. Answer is Gujarat. Am I clear? Look at this. Yeah, some spelling is there. Think. So there is no substitute for substantive development. This is one very, very important thing for us. There is no substitute for the substantive development. I want all the people who are preparing for the civil service examination, please remember this particular statement. You may get the same point in the examination, and with respect to the examination, so you need to answer this. There is no substitute for substantive development means what? The meaning is very clear and loud. Substantive development means the development has to take place. The development has to take place in the country, in the state, in the district, in mandals, in villages. So even at the individual level also the development has to take place. So that the development is possible only by creating lots of awareness. And if this awareness is not created, if the governments are not taking active part, if the people are not cooperating with the government, definitely it will be really very difficult for any individual or village or mandal or district, state or country to develop. That's the reason why when we talk in terms of the development, development is not just one concept. So whenever I talk about the development, every person should have the access to the education, health, irrigation, drinking water facilities, electricity, and so many things will come into the picture. That's the reason why we need to talk in terms of the comprehensive and a very, very elaborate development. That's the actual meaning of the development. Constructing just the so-called the smart cities. So that alone is not the development. Construction of the high-tech cities, construction of the flyovers, that alone will not serve the purpose. And whatever the development you are talking about, so the development should lead the person further, and that should be positive development. And he and his family should be able to have the food at least two times every day. Then only that is considered to be the development, and that food taking capacity should be continued. His earning capacities must be increased. Then only that is called the substantive development. So that is the reason why there is no substitute. If the governments keep on giving something called the subsidies, you are helping the people. We are not blaming that. But how long you do it? People should be empowered. People should be given the education. They should be given the employment. They should be allowed, and opportunities must be created to them to earn on their own. So their dependence on the state must be reduced. They should be able to contribute more for the development of the nation. That's it. That is one difference between the developed nations, developing nations. We are still the developing nations. Am I clear? Now, once again, let me open the document. Please have a look at this. So now, just now I was telling you, can a retired chairman of State Public Service Commission is appointed in any other position. Now, so this particular incident, this has happened in a state called Andhra Pradesh. Constitution makes it very, very clear. Constitution makes it very, very clear. Once a person who served as the chairman of any state public service commission after his retirement, he retires after attaining the age of 62 years or after completing a term of 6 years, whichever is earlier. So that is the basic idea. Before he attains 62, before he attains 62, if he completes 6 years of term, then he is eligible to be appointed as the chairman of any other state public service commission, or he can be appointed as a member in the union public service commission, or he is eligible to be appointed as the chairman of UPSC. That's it. Apart from this, he is not supposed to be appointed in any other position. This is what the constitution says. But this is very unfortunate thing on the part of Andhra Pradesh government, where a person who is appointed, who retired as the Public Service Commission chairman, the government requested the governor to appoint the same person as the state election commissioner. Governor has raised the objection. TSL Narasimhan, governor has raised the objections, and governor has asked the government to explain. So now this particular case is going on, and of course the government, it started showing some examples which are related to some other states. But whatever is mentioned in the constitution, that has to be upheld. Is it okay? I have some information with that. Since this is there in the news with respect to the public service commissions, there may be any question in the examination. So let me open the document. Please have a look at this. Now, can a retired chairman of State Public Service Commission is appointed in any other position? The issue has been raised by the governor of Andhra Pradesh after the state government recommended for the appointment of Mr. Chittaranjan Das Biswal, a retired chairman of the Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission, as the election commissioner at the state level. Under the provisions of Article 319B of the Indian Constitution, the governor, Mr. Narasimhan, raised the objections. But what happened? The AP government is arguing that the same governor has appointed Mr. Ramulu, who served as the chairman for Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission. At that time, AP was not divided; it was united Andhra Pradesh. And Mr. Ramulu, who served as a DGP, so he became the chairman for Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission, and later now he has been appointed as a chairman for Telangana Tourism Development Corporation. So when you can appoint somebody, a retired chairman of the APPSC, as the chairman for Telangana Tourism Development Corporation, what is wrong in appointing the retired chairman of Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission as the election commissioners? But the point here is that Andhra Pradesh government should know is that state election commissioner position is a constitutional position, whereas the tourism development corporation chairman is not a constitutional position. Number one. Number two, they have every right to raise the objections. But the point here is that with respect to the appointing somebody as the chairman of Telangana Tourism Development Corporation, governor plays no roles. Governor plays no role. It is the government of the day. It is the chief minister of the day. So who will take all the decisions? That's the reason why it is completely illogical argument on the part of the government of Andhra Pradesh. Hopefully, remaining all governments must realize this, and they should not do the things which is not accepted by the constitution. Okay. So regarding this, one more point is there. I'll just show you that point. Have a look at this. Raj Bhavan made it clear that the governor has no role in the appointment of the Telangana Tourism Development Corporation chairman. Mr. Diswal was not retired as the chief secretary. The precedent is that only a person who holds the office of the chief secretary can be appointed as the election commissioner. It's a precedent. It's not a compulsion, it's only a precedent. Am I clear? And I will stop at this stage. And I thank you one and all for being with me this evening. And I'll see you in the next class. Till then, I wish you all the very, very best. Good night. Thank you so much.